We're back with more 21 Pilots. I asked you guys in the comments and you spoke up. We're going to do Lane Boy, and we're going to do the official video versus the Mutemath Sessions version of Lane Boy, which is another artist, so I have no idea who that is, what it's going to sound like. I'm very excited. Looks like we might get some electric guitar in there. I just did a little sneak peek. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Thank you all so much to the Skeleton Clique for liking, comment, subscribing, helping my channel get pushed out to more and more people so I can build this thing up. Let's get it. Okay, cool. 1 chord and 3 5 chords. We got that reggae vibe.
They be alive tomorrow. They think this thing is a highway. If it was our way, we'd have a tempo change every other time. Change.
Dirty bass.
Our minds change on what we think is good.
Hold on, I gotta stop already. He references the time change.
We'd have a tempo change every other time. Change.
We'd have a tempo change every other time change.
Cause our minds change.
Because our minds change. I love that, because in the last video I did, Ode to Sleep, there was like 4 different time changes in there, and I loved it. Let's keep going. Listen to that dirty bass. It's a bass guitar with a distortion pedal on it, I'm pretty sure.
Cause our minds change on what we think is good. I wasn't raised in the hood, but I know a thing or two about pain and darkness. If it wasn't for this music, I don't know how I would have thought this. Regardless, all these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless. Honest, there's a few songs on this record that feel common. I'm in constant confrontation with what I want and what is popping in the industry. It seems to me that singles on the radio are currency. My creativity's on the free when I'm playing shows. They say you're
truth, dude, truth.
Lane boy, but we go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway, but will they be alive tomorrow?
Dude, okay, so this song seems like he's talking about getting pigeonholed, like stay in your lane, boy, all of that, and the industry's trying to make you do songs just for the money, and it does spoil your creativity a bit. You know, there's a balance though, because you got to make a living or else you can't spend enough time to make good songs, right? If you have a day job, you want to come home and drink a beer and watch TV. You don't want to sit for another 10 hours and write songs. Some people do, and my hat's off to them, but you know, the more time you can spend, the better, and you got to be able to make a living to do that. So we're going to keep this thing going. If you guys like this content, please like and subscribe and comment so I can continue sitting here with my chihuahuas and spending time at home listening to music instead of hitting the road and playing shows at bars to 40 different people. Sometimes more. Onward.
Baby, I'll have tomorrow. I'm sorry if that question I asked last scared you a bit like a hazmat in a gas mask. If you ask Zach, he's my brother, he likes when I rap fast. But let's backtrack, back to this. Who would you live in that for on that list? But the problem is, there's another list that exists and no one really wants to think about this. Forget sanity, forget salary, forget vanity, my morality. If you get in between someone I live with me, you're gonna feel the heat of my cavalry.
Choreography, dude.
So heartless.
Yeah.
Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless.
Good line.
They say in your lane, boy, but we go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway, but will they be alive tomorrow? They say stay in your lane, boy, but we go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway.
I love that harmony, that was sick.
But will they be alive tomorrow?
Oh my god, the crowds are so sick. And they all participate with them. They do the stuff. How fun would that be? Why do I kneel to these concepts? Tempted by control. We got subtitles. Controlled by temptation. Stay low, they say. Stay low. Woo, weird. That beat is scatter, dude. Keeping that beat going now over the chorus.
We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway.
Keeping it going. Lane boy.
We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway. But maybe like tomorrow.
Oh my god, I love the way he plays to the camera, even though there's an entire crowd there. And they did their own reprise, dude. The stops and then they come in for the last 20 seconds of the video for the thumbnails. Oh my god. But the crowd is like part of the band. They're all in on it. He turns the mic over so you know they're not hearing anything. Whatever he's singing isn't coming through the mic because he flipped it upside down for theatrics, talking to the camera. That is so dope. I talked about it in Ode to Sleep, and he does it to like 12 people. He backs up into the crowd and he's talking to the camera. I love that. I think that's super cool. As someone who has played to a crowd with a camera in my face, it is hard to not feel silly when you sing into the camera. And I mean, there's judgment flowing through my veins, and I'm like, oh, they think I'm... And then, you know, the crowd will be like, why is that camera guy on the stage? I don't know. All of that stuff, he has pushed through it, whether there's an entire crowd of people like this or 12 people in the crowd. He is playing it up like he knows he's the shit, which he is. And shout out to Josh on the drums, dude. Damn, that dude can drum. I love the usually that beat would be like got to do but he goes like another snare, a third snare, just to make it a little bit different from the cliche. That was awesome. Why don't we get into the live version now with Mutemath? Then we'll dive into the chords because I think this one will have. I saw that there was a guitar player, so we can analyze what the guitar player is doing here. And it says, "Don't trust the perfect person, and don't trust a song that's flawless." Okay, a little bit different guitar part. Already the first guitar part we had was like boom, it was more picked out, and this one's more of an arpeggio, which is much easier to play. Let's listen to it. Well, let's go back to the other one real quick and listen to the intro. So that, yeah, see, that one's more. But you have to play like. And then. So it's just an arpeggio, but it's picked out. And then now this guy, which I like the sound of this better. I'm not sure if this is Mutemath or just a session guitar player, but I love the way he's... See, he's just... See, that sounds like the first one. Like everything's picked, but this is just a nice sweep down. I think they call it a rake. Somewhere between a sweep and a rake. Sounds like stuff you keep in your garage. Okay, and then he's going to go down to... So it's D minor, and then A minor for 3 times. Alright, let's keep going. He's really sweeping it. I love that. I believe this is live. It looks like a video, but I think the audio is going to be legit. No guitar. That's sick bass line, dude. Okay, so that's the bass. That's the bass line. He's playing it on a synthesizer right there. I want to say in the recording it was a bass guitar with distortion. It's what it really sounded like that to me. But sounds can be misleading, so it could have been a synthesizer this whole time. I like the part. It's really low. I mean, you'd have to... Onward. I wasn't raised in the hood, but I know a thing or two about pain and darkness. If it wasn't for this music, I don't know how I would have fought this. Regardless, all these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless. Honest, there's a few songs on this record that feel common. I'm in constant confrontation with what I want and what is popping in the industry. It seems to me. Okay, you can see it's boom, it's doing that on its own. He's pressing the button once. He goes doom, doom. He goes da, da, da. And it goes doom, doom, digga, digga. So it's got a little sample in there. What, an arpeggiator, I think they call it. Just for different tones. The guitar player has his spot. The synth's got his spot. Let's go. Here we go. Check it out. And don't trust a song that's flawless. Ooh. That'd be hard to play too on guitar. Now it's down an octave.
We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway.
Way.
Tomorrow.
Oh, this one's my jam. I love the sound of this one. Oh, they're doing it together now. Okay, it's all synth. Ooh. Love that little BB King lick.
All these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless.
Oh, this is sick.
Lame boy. We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway. But they may not tomorrow. They just say you're lame boy. We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway. But they may not tomorrow.
You gotta really be locked in to play that guitar part over and over, just because it's like the sweep. It's like very particular. I love they have a bunch of synth guys. 2 drummers? That didn't look like Josh. Am I just now noticing 2 drummers? Oh, dude. They give us a shot of his pedal board. Oh, look at that. Is that the color box over there? The JHS? Those look like JHS knobs. I see a Boss pedal. We're not going to do the nerd dive into the pedals thing. But yeah, he's changing some delay timings on his guitar or something like that. The only thing I really know what's going on here is the guitar, the vocals, and the drums. The bass is a synth, the pad is a synth, and the lead is a synth. And I can't really pick that out too expertly, but I like the sound of it. So let's finish this thing off. Get it, boy. So the 2 drummers are locked in hard. I can't even differentiate the 2. It's fast. My God, the drums are as gnarly as it gets. The reprise, dude, when it comes back with that dirty bass. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, there is another chord progression here, right here. I hear a G. I don't hear a whole chord. I hear the G though. Let's listen. What's that third note? It's a G. So it's just G, A, C, B, which, you know, that can work perfectly fine over the other chords. I think it changes it up. It doesn't have like a nice chord bait, like a full triad or 4-note chord or anything like that I hear. I'm just hearing a cool pad. Okay, I hear the third on the other chords. On that G, all I hear is G. But then I hear... not as drawn out as that. More like I don't know if it's implied or if I'm really hearing it, but dude, lots to talk about on that song. My main takeaway is I love the guitar player. I don't know if he's part of Mutemath or if he's part of 21 Pilots. I don't know who is who, but it looks like 2 full bands, right? We got 2 drummers, 2 keyboard players, with each of them have 1,000 keyboards there sitting there. I'm definitely out of my element on that one, but we got a guitar player, and I love the guitar part. Actually, I think it more accurate is... And then he did some of these, which look up BB King. That's a BB King thing. All day. He wins when it comes to that high one note on the E string. All right, y'all. That was savage. Let me know what other comparisons you want to see by 21 Pilots or Ren or Taylor Swift or any of these artists that we've been getting a lot of requests for. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for liking, subscribing, all of that. If I didn't already say it, I appreciate it. It means the world to me. It allows me to keep being a guitar player and not just doing gigs, but actually getting to talk about music and analyze music and also stay at home with my chihuahuas. So it's been great. Over on Patreon, there's a $5 tier where you can get all the stuff I do that doesn't go to YouTube. There'll be extra deep dives on the guitar parts and extra songs that maybe I don't cover on YouTube, as well as the $20 tier, which allows you to get, at this time of recording, allows you to get your own song, whatever you want. No stipulations yet, but eventually, you know, it's like, if it's your song that has like 2 views, it's like, sure, I want to do it, but you know, and if it's like 30-minute soundtrack, maybe I won't do that. So there might be stipulations later, but at the time of this recording, check out the Patreon and see what it's all about. I thank you so much. Catch me live on Twitch. Until next time, peace out.